once we got on that field today, and you can just sense that from the beginning, and it carried over to execution both on offense and defense.
You didn't have to go with a lot of practice today, but you're very efficient. Really get meaningful.
No, and I think that's just the beautiful thing in football is, the stat sheet might not say a lot with the attempts or anything like that, but I mean, I could care less. I've been in a program like this before where, where the situation was such that you have to be aware of that with the quarterback, and, sometimes the best thing to do is just hand the ball off, look at your face to the fundamental things, and once you do the fundamental things on your end, you know that the other 10 guys are going to do the same thing. So, we're smart with the football, we're great with the play calling it, and, up front, we got the guys rolling, and, when you win up front, when you average, far over 5 yards a carry, that says a lot, and you usually will win off that. Oh yeah, I mean, it's a team game, and I think that, great teams are both good on offense and defense, when you have both, when you have both sides rolling like that, and you play together, I think it's 100% guarantee that you're going to win, without any, crazy things happening, but, that's the game of football, is you want both sides to play well, you want, you want the guys who have to step out and make plays, and you want both sides to do that.
Yeah, that's the way it's common. Go ahead. On that pass, boy, how would you, what do you think when you do it? You think you're going to go 73 yards or maybe 20?
I've always been around special guys like that, guys who are able to make plays out of the catch. And I just knew that once I got a guy, once I got Devon the ball in his hands, I knew he was going to do something with it. The great thing about that play is, once he catches it and he falls down, it's a guaranteed 20-yard play. It's an explosive pass play for our offense. And it gets the ball rolling and, gets the drive going. So we knew just once we completed that ball, at least amount of yards we're going to get to 20 yards. But, special guys make special plays, and, number 15 is a special player.
Is that the first time you scored that? Three times. I don't remember seeing it 3 times.
Yeah, it was definitely my first time here. And, that's what the quarterback sneak. People kind of look at it as, kind of a basic play, but, I mean, it takes a lot of reps and, a lot of experience doing it. I still got to work on little things with that, but, we got to get in there hard and put the guys up front. And I trust my interior guys, and I know that we're going to get that one up there.
The coach will have to say between the two guys after that slow start down speed up.
Yeah, I mean, he's always told us, we got to bounce back and everything like that, but
regardless of that, we know we were going to have to persevere and we had to execute again. I knew that was the whole thing going into this game, and is on the offensive side of the ball, eliminate those 3 and outs. And I think that when we all came together after that one, it was like, that's going to be the last one. And I think that, we saw the defense rolling and they were making plays and everything and got the juice going again. But like I said, the biggest thing is in this game of football is I think that when you establish the run, it gets everything going, and it gets the big plays going on the passing game and as well as in the running game.
It seemed like you guys called some big plays that were able to catch them, and then you're able to execute them. So how well were you guys able to execute the plays you had today?
Yeah, I mean, it's just all comes with reps and all comes with the preparation throughout the week. You're going to hear that Coach Hill allude to this is I think this was our best Tuesday and Wednesday practices that we've had, and all the coaching staff agrees with that as well. I think that we came out with the mindset that we have the ability to go on a special run here, and it all starts with the preparation throughout the week. And I think that once you get the 22 guys going, both offense and defense, understanding that the things happen in Tuesday and Wednesdays afternoons, knowing that once you establish that and you have 2 great days, and then the mental side of things after that with the Thursday and Friday practices, that special things are going to happen. And when you put the work in, that you put everything you got into it, both mentally and physically. That the execution is going to take its place, and we're going to get a win.
Did you guys make any adjustments this week after scoring 17 points the last 2 games?
I think that honestly we just stuck with it. We stuck with the mentality that we're going to be a balanced front and we're going to run and pass the ball. Obviously when you're that's the thing with situationally when you're always in a 2nd and 5, 2nd and 3, 3rd and 2, 4th and 1 situation, you're in the ability to have a lot of plays come off of that. And, you know, they're a team that always going to have 5 guys in the box because they play a lot of 2-man. So they're just going to have man up on the slots and, you know, pretty much say, like, our guys are going to be better than yours. And, you know, our guys were better than theirs up front. And when you have a special O-line like that, you know, when we get the things rolling again, you know, they get their confidence back and we execute, you know, that's where the execution takes place. But it's real simple if it's 2nd and 6 or less and 3rd and 3 and less, because now you have a lot of plays to go off of that.
Only 3 sacks this game would change from last week.
You know, going with those 3 sacks, I would say blame for that. You know, the first one, it was a 5-man protection call, and, you know, I kind of felt the pressure a little bit. All I had to do was just step up and make a play, you know, kind of dancing a little bit back there. The second one, didn't really feel the pressure in my back. It was just a too high read. You know, we had a post in the middle of the field. You know, just a three-man scheme with the pass concept. And, you know, that third one, we just really wanted to take a shot. And I kind of think I was holding the ball in too long on that first read. Just knowing that it's a 3rd and 11 call, and, you know, we need to get that 10 yards, at least 5 though. And I think that going forward, we need to start utilizing our backs. I need to start, you know, being aware of that, especially in the too high concept. When you're trying to execute the downfield schemes and everything, you got those shot plays. Just understanding that, you know, defense are going to push down the field, and you can take some gimmies with those 5-yard gains by the running backs.
Thanks, Corey. We're going to get Mikkel in. Good job today. Mikkel had 2 sacks, 10 sacks for the Salukis on the day. We'll take questions.
How were we able to get after their quarterback today?
Man, getting out there quarterback, it wasn't gonna be easy. My coach Petrino, he just told me that I owe him one. Last game I missed one, so I was just focused on that all week, just correcting my blitz pattern and just staying focused into the details.
Everybody was getting in the backfield, whether it was a sack or tackle for loss. How are you guys exploiting their offensive line?
Coming in the game, we knew that they were very versatile. Their O-line was pretty decent, so we just schemed it up real good. Coach Petrino did a good job scheming it up. D-line really got after it this week. A few of our linebackers, Cody, Luke, and Bryson, they did a good job on their blitz contain, you know, and they just got after it.
You know, just kind of how did you keep Alessi and their run game kind of in between the tackles today?
Yeah, I mean, in between the tackles, their run game, it wasn't really that much. It wasn't that much that we couldn't handle anything. We couldn't handle anything we haven't seen before. But we just put our fruits on our throat and just kept it on it.
Defense has played particularly well the past 3 games. You know,
Yeah.
how'd it feel to see the offense go out there?
Actually, it was amazing. You know, we played a full team game. Practice this whole week, like Coach said, Tuesdays and Wednesdays practice was the best that we've practiced all year. So coming in this game, we kind of knew that we were going to be like a full team. You know, this week, this Saturday, we just came together and played well. It was just amazing to see all of us, all parts working together at one time.
Why do you think the better focus this week?
I just guess that we were tired of it. You know, we was 2-4. Now we 3-4, but we just not that team. We're not a team that's gonna quit. We're not a team that's gonna lose. You know, coming into conference play now, we just had to bulk up. You know, everybody just looked at each other. We was like, we gotta love each other as brothers and play as brothers and have your brother back. So that's what we did.
How big was it to have Jeremy back today?
Oh my God, it was amazing. Jeremy Chan, he one of our leaders, one of our captains on this team, and he playing behind me. I trust that man, you know, to just come down and make those plays as he did today. Seeing him in practice was good to have him back. You know, all of my teammates to have him back. Even, you know, on the offensive side, DJ coming back, it just made our team stronger.
Anything else for Mikkel? All right. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Yep.
All right, brother. Let's go ahead and get Javon in. Any questions?
You know, you accomplished something in one game that had not been done at this field since about 2008.
What was that?
The season of 2008. Rushed for a touchdown, threw a touchdown, and caught a touchdown.
Really? Wow.
Well, the last time it was done, and it took a whole season
For
Yeah.
it to happen, you did it in one game. How's it feel? I mean, you got something special today.
Like we've been doing with our personnel and our concepts on offense. Coach been putting me in the right spot. He's using me to my full potential right now with just using every trait I have, every aspect I have on the football field with throwing, passing, and able to catch and run the ball. But he's been putting me in the right spot to be successful, and I'm thankful for it.
What happened on that play where you threw the 41-yard touchdown to Jacob Garrett?
Oh, just that we had a motion in, and I knew it was a counter play, and like we set the play up. You see the play before that when I ran the counter outside, and me and that corner met up. But like when I pulled it and started to go on my counter, and saw that corner and safety coming up teamed up, I was like, okay, I'll throw the ball. So I threw the ball, got the 41-yard touchdown. But all credit to JG for catching and executing the play.
After that interception, did you want that second opportunity to go out and prove that you're not going to throw an interception again?
Oh, well, it was, I just don't look at it as an interception. I think it was a great punt. You know, that's what they gave me credit for on the sideline. Like, as a running back, like an interception you throw is like, I don't know, a bad joke. It's kind of like everybody forgets about it, so no big deal.
How big was it having DJ back there with you today?
Oh, it was great. I'm glad he's back. I'm glad he's I wouldn't say he's full, like he's not healthy all the way, but I'd say about 80% right now. But you could just see his tenacity on the field and just the grind to get that extra yard, even when he's still, you know, a little hurt. But I'm glad he's back out there. It takes a little bit off me.
You know, you guys have struggled to score. What kind of spark was that, do you think, for the team to have you score in one play a couple times in the first half?
Just like I said with the question earlier, coach is just putting us in the right spot, calling the right plays. Like you see when he called that touchdown to Landon Lenore, that was a great play. It was perfect time and momentum was changed. We had momentum and we just went out and executed, but it was a good game all around.
Why do you think the team had better focus this week? The other players talked about your best practices of the year on Tuesday and Wednesday.
Yeah, I would say our best practice was Tuesday and Wednesday. It was something we talked about last Sunday for our developmental practice. Coach came in, was black and white with it all, but told us the truth. He said, you know, only people that's going to get this rolling is us. And we can't have no sympathy for ourselves for losing these games. We got to go out there with the mindset to be 1-0 after this game.
What kind of a psychological lift was it to have Chin Davis back again?
Oh, it was right on time. It's perfect timing. We got him back in with the start of the conference. So it was good, but both sides, they executed, helped the defense and the offense. And that's what we need if we want to be a championship team.
To be able to beat a ranked team, I mean, losing to SEMO, week one they were a ranked team, and then come in and beat number 18 in the nation. How big is that for just the morale of the team?
Oh, it's big, really. I look at it like that team. When we played SEMO, when we played Illinois State, that wasn't the team that we are. You know, I feel like we had bad games, but everybody has bad games. So, you know, if 9 people doing the right thing on offense and 2's not, the outcome, you know, sometimes success or failure. But no, today I feel like that was our team, the team that we should have had from week 1. But we're coming together and it's starting to spark.
Anything else for Juwan?
See ya.
Is Jimmy Chin in next?
So, man,
How did it feel to get back out there today?
great. That's the word I got for you. Great.
Did you feel like you, I guess, took the top off of the defense, or what did you do to try to help their run defense today against Jamestown?
You know, really, it was a lot of energy on the defensive side. We got a lot of people to the ball, just wrapping up, and you know, on our tackles and getting 11 hats to the ball. It was definitely a team effort on defense with that.
What did you see on defense that led to the 10 sacks today?
Aggression by our D line, you know, making the most out of the opportunities that we had. Coach Petrino, you know, his play calling, you know, and the situations that he called him, is making those opportunities.
Do you feel like you got your whole squad now? I mean, with you and DJ back, and you guys played, you know, what you'd hope to play like this year?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely, you know, good to be back. For DJ to come back, it was definitely, I know you had Javon, it was definitely a psychological effect that I felt. You know, just a mindset of, I think people felt, you know, that confidence again, and it's good to have that moving forward.
After Youngstown scored that field goal on their first possession, what happened there? You guys seemed to kind of pick it up after that.
Yeah, yeah, we didn't start the half, you know, how we wanted to start it. We didn't finish it how we wanted to finish it. So in between then, it was just, you know, a locked in focus. We kind of got out of focus, you know, towards the end of that first half. But you know, I think just locked in mentally as a defense is something that we definitely improved on.
How important was it carrying out the second half to stop them on the first drive?
Yeah, it was huge. Like I said, they scored right before the first half and ended up getting the ball back in the second half. So, you know, the only time in football you score and get the ball back is at halftime. So it was definitely big to stop, you know, their momentum or the momentum they might have thought they had, but it was definitely good to make that stop. It was big time.
33 rush attempts for them. They only got 30 yards on the entire day. Looking at the transformation just a year ago, you had a rusher who rushed 33 times against you when you played Indiana State at homecoming, and he got 150 yards. Seeing the transition from where you guys were a year ago as a rush defense to now, what's that been like?
It's something that we're just continuing to work on. We're still not where we want to be. We still need improvement. But like I said, just a gang tackle mentality. Everybody gets to the ball and just trust it.
Why do you think you just had a great week of practice this week?
Why do I think we did? I don't know. We needed it back against the wall. We responded well, and we got to keep responding. Our backs are still against the wall. We just got one win. You know, next week it's the same mentality.
How much will this help you going forward in next week?
It'll help a lot. We definitely got a lot of confidence from this week. It's something to build on. You know, our plan every week is just to go 1-0, and that's going to be the same thing next week.
Anything else, Jeremy?
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Too many players. What? Ooh, overtime. Let's go.
Hey, John, is there sack yardage taken off the
Yes,
rush?
it's
Sack is taken off rushing.
Greenway Williams.
So,
That's what I was thinking, so that's why the rush yardage is so low.
right, correct.
I want to make sure of that, but I was thinking that's bad.
Sack yardage comes off rushing in college, comes off passing in pro.
You got some stats coming out? Or do you have any?
Stats right there.
Just one?
I assume they all had them. I think they all got them.
Okay, Coach Hunt, you want to make an opening statement and then take questions?
Yeah, just excited for our guys and really everybody involved with the program. It's never easy to win, and it's not easy in this league, and it wasn't easy today. But just proud of the program and the guys in it and the people in it for just keeping on committing to the process and what we believe in, and coming to work every day and knowing that that you know, we're tired of hearing it. We're close and we could win these games, and kind of all came together today, and we showed what we can do. And so I'm happy for them. I want them to enjoy it for 24 hours. It's you know, on homecoming, and a lot of my old teammates are back, and a lot of past players. So I know what homecoming means to all alumni, really, and it's our job to go out there and play for the guys that come before us and the people of this great university that I love. And so on all fronts, it was a fun win today.
You know, how good was it to see your offense score in one play and a couple different guys be involved in those?
Yeah, I mean, you know that feel like we've got the pieces to be a efficient offense, and I thought that we did a good job of sticking with the run and setting some things up, and then guys made plays. Did some things, scored on 2 4th down plays, and which are big, could go the other way, but guys believed, and we stuck to the game plan. We're better on 3rd down because we had some more third manageables. I think we were 6 of 16, but then we got the 2 4th down, so we converted over half of our keeping ourselves on the field, and then scored on 2 4th downs, which is huge. So we felt like we needed to score 30, and ended up not needing that. But I felt like our defense just again another game in the Missouri Valley, 3 straight weeks. So we feel like played. This is holding them to 10 points, and in the second half. Really that's the message when we talked at halftime is I didn't talk for very long. I told them what I thought and told them that they could have a couple minutes to themselves, and they needed to decide how we were going to go out there and finish this thing. It wasn't going to be about the plays we called. It's going to be the effort and the attitude. I mean, we're playing hard. They were going to do some things to adjust, but it was just going to be we're not going to walk off that field with a loss, and they came out and put up a shutout in the second half and 10 sacks. Thought coaches on defense did an outstanding job of putting guys in position to play, and then we've got some good players over there that made some plays and got after them, and it was nice to have Jeremy and DJ back. I felt like they gave us a boost, just not on the things they do on the field, but just those are our leaders, and it's nice to see them out there.
I know we reduced their running yardage because of all the sacks, but it looked like a pretty good run defense today.
Yeah, I mean, just not giving up the big explosives. I felt like, some of the things that go unnoticed are just the tackles. Like Jeremy, just 7 unassisted tackles, 7 solos, where those plays that go for 5 and 6 yards could be 20 and 30-yard plays if he doesn't make those tackles out in space. Those aren't easy. But those are like we talk about. I mean, it's the tackling, it's the blocking, it's the doing the routine, it's winning one-on-one matchups, and we did a great job of tackling in open space. Just for me, from being on the sideline, I'm sure we missed a couple things. I thought a lot of guys were involved, a lot of guys played. Mike Elbert had to step in there, made a couple plays, and so I'm just proud of everybody. The defensive line, Cody Kreider, and Giegling and McKell had a couple plays, and there's just a lot of guys. It was a good team win. I felt like in all 3 phases we made an impact on the game.
How did it feel to have DJ and Jeremy back out there today?
Like I said, I mean, they unanimously got voted our 2 really unquestioned leaders on our team. So when they're out, they've done a great job leading. They really have. But there's just something about having them out there on the field and seeing that and believing in them and knowing that they're out there. So it definitely helped.
Brown got hurt, but I thought Elbert did a real good job.
Yeah, that's what I just mentioned, Mike. He played probably more last year, and has just come to work every single day, and he's ready to go. And that's what happens is when your number's called and you prepare like that, and you're in the offense and you're diving into the game plan like you're going to take 50 reps, and then your number's called and there's no drop off, and you win games because your depth's going to be tested at all times. And Mike's done that. He's a great kid, and he's a good player, and showed up big for us in the second half.
Players said this was the best Tuesday and Wednesday practices of the year. Just why do you think they responded to what you were saying this week?
I just challenged them to come out and bring a more physicality to I told our coaching staff as well, and that's on me to recognize that and see that. It just felt like sometimes when you get going against the scouts and it's not live and we weren't getting the feel on that Tuesday and Wednesday. We changed up a little bit of our practice schedule, so we ended practice going against each other for 8 or 10 plays of just we didn't tackle the ground, but we went at each other, and that because I felt like that was the focus and intensity that we had to have, and challenge our scout teams to come and play and give us everything they got. And that's the thing that people don't see from the outside, but those guys wearing white jerseys over there, not dressed, really have just as much to do with this win as anybody, is because they, our scout team D-line doesn't have any subs on it, and you take 40 reps in a row going against the 1 and 2 offensive line, and you keep slugging it out. But we got to have those looks, and really they just did a great job this week.
Javon was able to get back to his explosive self. Was that because of DJ's presence?
I mean, it's easy to maybe say that. I think that, the last couple of weeks we just haven't gotten a rhythm. We haven't ran many plays. We haven't kept guys off balance. Obviously, having 9 in there and now having both guys in there, you can do some more things and have some different packages. Romir found the end zone again and had a couple early runs. Feel like we got 3 good backs. And Javon, ran one, threw for one, and caught one. I don't know. I was asking Mike. I don't know if that's ever been done before in school history, but if it has, maybe not too many times. I saw something come out, and just because I think he's an outstanding player, is for a freshman, Romir as well. But for what Javon does for us and can do, I mean, he could play at multiple positions, and you don't want to overload him, but I mean, he could play tight end for us. He could play wide receiver for us. He could play quarterback for us. He could play linebacker for us. He can do a lot of things. He's our punt returner. He could return kicks, but I think people should start to note it. As far as a freshman, we want to start talking about the top freshmen in the country. I mean, Javon's name needs to come up.
Anything else for Coach? Coach, it's been done twice, Mark, over the whole season. For the player to have a pass reception, throwing a pass, and rushing for a touchdown. Somebody up to the press box said it's been done twice. It was Joe Sambursky was one of them, and I don't remember who the other.
But not in the same game, right?
Not the same. He took
Right.
The whole season.
The whole season, yeah. For doing the whole game. I told him early in the year that could happen at some point. It happened today, and hopefully it'll happen again. All right. Appreciate it.